All right, final thoughts on the new RHONY. Okay, now episode 1, we got a lot about Sai, we got a lot about Bryn, we got, I think, a lot about Erin. I would say our primary focus was Jenna, but she is the big name we all know, and it's a good landing point for all of us. We got an at home with Sai, but we didn't get a lot of Uba. We almost got Uba in like a friend of role this episode. So I'm very curious in episode 2 how they're going to spend time introducing us to everyone. Because I actually really like that they just plopped us in like, hey, you're not new here. Here you go. Here's all the people. Like, some people wanted more of a setup. I don't think we need it. I actually think it's good that they're plopping us in. They're like, here, get used to it or get out. But I don't feel like we got enough about Uba this episode to really like give a full character analysis, you know? Now, I think we actually got the second most about home life with Sai. We got the story about her husband, her career, her brownstone, her like dreaming of living in a brownstone and looking in at them when she was a kid, which was like such a sweet story. But I think next to Jenna, she's the one that most of us know. Like, if you're a person who follows influencers, you know who Scout in the City is. So I do think it was smart on production's part to give us the 2 touchstones that the audience is potentially familiar with as our initial people we get to know. Erin is a prototype we know because, like I said in my review about Erin, she feels very Heather Holla Thompson to me. And Bryn is like that sexy, feisty, fun friend I think a lot of us have or know, but like almost characterized. So I'm interested to see how they weave all of this together. It kind of feels like Sai is actually the connecting point, you know, of all of that. She seems to actually know almost all of the women except for potentially Jenna, like before filming started. I also think like the influencer of it all will be really interesting because we're getting so many like conversations in all of the Real Housewife franchises about what happens online, that having someone whose career is entirely online is going to bring up, I think, a lot of interesting stuff and like ground us. Like, it's very modern. Okay, those are my initial thoughts. Let me know your thoughts, and if you want more, we'll talk about them.